the Buffetts, the Gates of the world, they spend time thinking. And you can't think when you're in the day-to-day and you're putting out fires and you're dealing with all the different little problems in the business. You gotta create time to get outside of the office. But pushing through and doing the things that we know are good for us then leads us to a better, more productive, a happier day. And it's kind of interesting. You know, none of us want to take the medicine we know we should. In this video, I think we'll talk about the backwards math of really getting outside of the office and how that can actually enable and empower you to do more and grow your business and your life versus sitting in the office every single day and just grinding it out. I'm Stephen Taylor. This is Weekly ST. For the last 10 years, we've been building a couple $1 million cybersecurity IT support company here in Chicagoland, and I'm fascinated with living a wholly successful life and really a work-life balance. We talk about all this and more every single week. Please like, share, and subscribe. I think there's a lot of things in life that's interesting, right? It's both sides, right? Yes, growing a business takes hard fucking work, but at times it also takes you getting outside of the office, doing other things, being up to other things than just your business, and really, you know, growing as a human and getting outside of business, right? You've got to have other angles. You've got to have other outlets because you cannot simply just grind your way through it all day, every day. It's unsustainable, right? And we've talked about it in other videos with work-life balance, whatever it might be. You get to design the life you want, right? As an entrepreneur. And again, it's more than just the business. It is about you and your personal development, your mental health, your physical health. All of these things really play a huge role in the growth and the success of your business. And because if you don't have those things, you might not have anything. We did a video recently on peer groups and associations and, you know, in surrounding yourself with good quality people outside of your business. And one of the things I've constantly noticed over the last 5 years is whenever someone is struggling in their business or their life, or they're checking in with us once a week, you can hear the undertone, right? If something's not right, if something's off, and then if you ask the question or if they just, share it with you, they'll say, I haven't been working out lately. I haven't been taking care of myself. I'm not eating right. I'm not sleeping well. Any of those things, often it's a direct correlation to, the business is off pace, something's not going right, all these things. And so conversely, what we've seen, if someone's crushing it, if someone's doing well, if someone's having the best week ever, it's also because they're taking care of their health and wellness, their mindset is right, all of these things, right? And in life and in business, we're always going to be dealing with challenges, stuff that's outside of our control, stuff that we have no control over, stuff that's just going to come at us. But if we keep a level head, if we keep our mindset right, if we ensure that we're taking care of our well-being, our health and wellness, our spirituality, whatever works for you, then it puts us in a place to be able to overcome and push through these challenges and be able to handle this stuff better. But conversely, if our health and wellness is off, if our mindset's not right, if our spirituality is down, whatever it might be, we're oftentimes going to see more and more issues in business and kind of a negative cycle, right? And it just begats more challenges and overwhelm and issues. And it's important to really, reset that switch, get back to your routine, whatever that looks like, right? If it's working out every day, 3 days a week, if it's meditation, if it's eating right, if it's taking care of yourself, however you see fit to do that stuff, it is super important to have a good, consistent routine because it will offset the challenges and the setbacks in business and in life. Well, and it's so funny because we know exactly the medicine to take, but nobody wants to take it, right? To get up early and to get out of bed and to meditate or hit the gym or whatever it is. None of us really want to do that stuff, right? There is no motivation. You just got to do it. And then, like you're saying, once you do that, then you end up having the best day. But it's fighting your, laziness or you're wanting to sleep in or whatever it might be. None of us want to do this stuff, but pushing through and doing the things that we know are good for us then leads us to a better, more productive, a happier day. And it's kind of interesting. None of us want to take the medicine we know we should. And maybe it is having, like, in our peer groups, we hold each other accountable to the things that we want to accomplish. And so it could be as simple as, an accountability partner, somebody, a coach that you're checking in with weekly, daily, hey, I want to make sure I get in 30 minutes of physical activity. I want to make sure I hit the gym, whatever you set forth for yourself. But you've got to design a routine and you've got to stay committed to it. And it might be helpful to have an accountability partner or a coach in that, so that you make sure you're setting yourself up for success, every single day. Simply, grinding it out and hustle and just working hard, yes, it works, right? And yes, it's required at times, but it's not sustainable over the long haul. And for me, that was the first early years of the business. You would work 80 hours a week. You would work 6 and 7 days a week. I would stop for meals and to sleep. And it got us to where we are today, so I'm not going to discount it, but I know that it was not sustainable, and I realized at a certain point, all right, this is where I've got to take a different shift, and now it's been in learning what's important for the routine, and again, health and well-being, getting outside of the office, right? It seems backwards, but actually leaving the office can turn into, huge shifts in yourself and in your business, because then you're making it such that your team has to take care of the issues at hand. You cannot be, in the trenches every single day doing all the work yourself and leaving the office. Some of us, we start to feel guilty. Oh, I had to leave the office early, wanted to, do this family thing or whatever it might be. And overcoming that guilt is probably the first and foremost that you have to handle. But then it enables you and it empowers your team to be able to take care of the tasks at hand. You've learned to delegate stuff off. You're now outside of the office. You're showing up better for your family and your friends. And then you're better in the office, right? And it gives you time to think, right? A lot of the greats, and if you read some of the books, the Buffetts, the Gates of the world, they spend time thinking. And you can't think when you're in the day-to-day and you're putting out fires and you're dealing with all the different little problems in the business. You've got to create time to get outside of the office. And so I've tried to commit myself to, quarterly. I'm going to fly away. I'm going to go somewhere. I'm going to lock myself in a house, Airbnb, hotel, whatever it may be. I'm going to do some time outdoors and get some physical activity, but I'm also going to read a lot of books. I'm going to catch up. I'm going to think about all the different things that are going on. And I'm going to recap. I'm going to have gratitude for what's been happening in the business and where we've come. And I'm going to look at the next 12 weeks and go, all right, what's our attack plan and what do we want to get done? But again, whatever you design, whatever you think, you copy me and what I'm doing, do what works for you, but make a commitment to do these kinds of things in your business and in your life, because it will really give you that runway to be able to do more, right? Again, it's backwards. Taking time away gives you more time and energy and thought into the things that you want to accomplish, and you'll become more successful, or you'll achieve more, in a way, by doing less. I want to hear, in what unique ways are you guys getting outside of the office, doing other things than just the business at hand, and maybe how that's enabled and empowered you to, do more and grow your business.